Hey guys, Happy New Year! Welcome!
Happy New Year!
2023!
Oh my god.
Woo! Everyone's at home resting right now after a rough night.
Myself included.
Oh yeah, this man
Cheers,
right here
guys.
going ham. Happy New Year, brother. Wow. 2022 was great. 2023 is going to be a level up year for all of us.
Absolutely. We're going to try and get a little bit more organized this year, get things going.
Well, let's just quickly go over, what was the New Year's resolution you had for 2022 that you accomplished this last year? For me, it was doing something outside my comfort zone, starting a new business with my friend, doing what we love to do.
Honestly, that's a good point. This year's been such a blur. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a crazy year for me, and just everything's gone so fast. It feels like I didn't really have a summertime because I ruptured my Achilles and all that. So
yeah, this man
it just felt
typically Happy New Year, brother. Love this guy. He's always our number one supporter. Really appreciate your love and support, man.
Absolutely, man.
Anybody who loves gaming typically has his own stream going on Twitch. He's my love, Jesus also chiming in. We love it. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Much love, the respect. And if you guys love gaming, check out Typically One. He's on Twitch. He plays multiple games. He kills it. And
sir.
We're going to get him big. We're getting him big as well. Let's go. Fire it up.
This is going to be quite a week, guys. I just want to shout out Matt for absolutely smashing this month. He must have made around 10K. We see $1,300 on the midweek on a Thursday night. For me, it's been the last couple weeks we haven't really been posting as many videos, so it's gonna be kind of like a end of the year special.
Absolutely.
And then baseball season, we're gonna start focusing on some hockey, some basketball, and then baseball season right around the corner as well. For me, it's just been absolutely bonkers. Year end, obviously I knew going back to work was going to be a little bit more of a challenge, but I didn't think it would be so much of a fucking challenge.
But we've managed.
Haven't really been able to game. Haven't really been able to do anything outside of work.
Yeah.
So
life struggles, hey. But you know what? We're getting through it. We're leveling up. We're moving up in the world, and 2023 is going to be a big year for Saf and I, as well as you guys as well. Positive thoughts, positive vibes, and sports scholars. A pretty successful first year. We got our brand. We got an ambassador. We have some much love and support from all you guys, trying to help you guys out with some bets, make Sundays a little fun, try and make some money. And 2 weeks left of the regular season. Season's just been flying by.
Yeah, it's been nuts, guys. It's been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, if you guys want to make some money today, ride my heater.
Yeah, Matt's fucking insane heater, man.
6K December, let's go.
That's insane. It was at 6K, yeah, 6K profit.
Because of the Dallas game.
That's right, yeah.
Yep. So, have you guys been following Sports Scholars? Yeah. You guys have been paying for rent.
So I got my whole, we got our whole, at least the morning games done. So we'll get right into it because we only got 15 minutes here. So, first game of the day, Matt, you go ahead, shoot it off.
So, first game of the day, I believe, is Arizona and the Falcons. A very exciting matchup between a four-string quarterback, Blount, versus Desmond Ridder. Elite of the elitist quarterback. Yeah. This game will be absolutely garbage. Anybody who is watching this, I feel bad if you are a fan of these fan bases. This will be a boring game. No DeAndre Hopkins, no superstars, just a bunch of backup players. I am taking all rushing, therefore, in this game. I think that there's just going to be a lot of running in this game, not a lot of talent. I'm taking Tyler Algier, running back for Atlanta, over 74.5 rushing yards. I'm taking James Conner, over 78.5 rushing yards. I'm taking Desmond Ridder, over 17.5 rushing yards. And because these two teams are so trash, field goals, because nobody will be scoring touchdowns. They might, but I believe there will be more field goals than anything in this game.
So I agree with you on pretty much the vast majority of that. I think it's going to be a big running game. I'm a firm believer in never doing both running backs. It's just so
stressful.
It's just fucking annoying. So I think I took you on I think James Conner over 78.5. I took the field goals over, which kind of bothers me, and then I took the Ritter over 17.5. And then that's all I did for that game, guys. It's a small 3 proper. I'm probably going to parlay that with another 4 proper game, just so I might have. If I get that game out of the way, then maybe I can get a decent cash out. Cash out my day. I mean, I play small bets. This guy does big chonkers.
Let's go.
If I could just cash out my day bright and early, that'd be really nice. And then kind of go from there.
Sounds great, buddy. All right. Next game, Tampa Bay and Carolina. This is a battle for first place in the division of under 500 teams. Very exciting stuff. People don't sleep on Carolina, man. They held Tampa Bay to 3 points the last time they played each other. Carolina is a good team, and they're playing hungrier now, and they're playing with some purpose. Don't be surprised if... Oh, sorry. Who are you taking for the pick'em in the Arizona Falcons game?
I'm going to take the Falcons.
I'm taking Falcons. They're just the slightly better team, honestly.
Ritter is actually looking somewhat promising.
Yeah.
So he did pass pretty well. Typically, that's a good question. Typically, it's asking if you think teams that have already clinched the first or second are going to take their foot off the gas a little bit. To answer your question, I don't think they're going to mess around with any injuries. Like if someone gets hit hard, they might pull them out of the game. Yeah. But it really depends on the coach. So big. It's so huge on the coach. Yeah. Andy Reid's old school. Mm-hmm. So they'll probably run up the score and then take him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good point.
But other teams, there's very few of them. If it's like a donkey coach, then like if it does not surprise me that the Eagles taking Hurts. I think next week everyone's saying that Hurts is going to be back. Mm-hmm. I'm not trusting that. This week's a little different though. So you have a handful of teams I think that have actually clinched.
I think that there's so much parity in the NFL this year, where like there's no team this year that really separated themselves from the pack when it comes to the standings. I think that even with Kansas City, even though they're like 12-3 or 13-3 or whatever they are, Buffalo beat them early in the year, so they have the tiebreaker, and Buffalo can also therefore clinch the division or clinch the number 1 seed.
Yeah, and Buffalo's got to play hard against Burrows.
Yeah, so if Buffalo beats the Bengals, I can't see Kansas City benching their players in the last week of the season. Yeah, and they're not going to bench their players this week either. For the Eagles, Saints have to win to keep pace to make the playoffs. So if the Saints win, Jalen Hurts is going to play next week because they don't want to lose the number 1 seed to the Cowboys. Exactly. So I don't think any team is going to be resting players in the next couple weeks, like in past years.
And then you have Minnesota would be the only example where they've clinched their division.
Yeah, and they can't.
They're 12-3. Mm-hmm. However, Minnesota is playing the Packers. Yeah, that's a division rivalry. Yeah. So you can't let the Packers. You can't let the Packers do that shit, right? Yeah. You can't let them win.
That's a great question, though. So, Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Just give me a second.
Hopefully that answered it for you. So, we will be sending you...
Philadelphia, Dallas, head-to-head. San Francisco's clinched the division. Yep. But they got to play.
So, San Fran will probably be benching players next week, for sure. Who do you have for the Tampa Bay game, my guy? So, you got a call. You can hit that after.
Yeah, I'll hit that after. So, the Tampa Bay game...
Who are you picking for that one? I'm taking Carolina again. I just think Tampa does not look good, and Carolina's red hot.
No, I think Tampa Brady late game has to take this.
Yeah,
they have to.
Okay,
they have to. But that's a good point. What do you got for props on this one?
I'm going all Leonard Fournette in this one. It looks like Fournette got the backfield back last week. He outcarried Rachaad White by like 50% or something like that. If that's the case still, I think Fournette over 10.5 rushing attempts should hit. Fournette over 3.5 receptions is what I got him at. Apparently, Safi says he's at 4.5 now.
Yeah.
Fournette's always good for a touchdown around the goal line. I'm taking an anytime touchdown for Fournette. And I was deciding between Foreman and Hubbard. And I took Hubbard with the 33 yards compared to the 60 you have to expect from Foreman.
Yeah. That's not bad picks. I think Fournette as well, so 10.5. Because his receiving went up to 4.5 instead of 3.5, I just kind of gamed him with the fact that he's going to have a level 11 carries. He's going to have, 4 to 5 receptions. So I took his rushing and receiving at 72.5.
Good pick.
Just makes sense.
Yep.
And then I took Sam Darnold at 181.5 passing yards because I think they're going to be playing a little bit from behind.
Mm-hmm.
And then I doubled up on Chris Godwin, which is the riskiest pick, 6.5 and 69.5. I don't know. I just feel like Godwin gets that almost every week, and I like to play him. I think J.C. Horn is out. You mentioned, so Mike Evans. Might be a Mike Evans game, but it might be a Godwin game.
Yep.
So that's for that. Tampa, obviously, and for me, that's for me.
Great picks, man.
And then we get the Bears and the Lions.
Yep. So these two teams are going ham because the Lions are still trying to make the playoffs and Chicago's trying to prove that they're not trash.
I'm going Lions this game.
I'm going Lions as well.
I'm taking a very risky double up on Amon St. Brown. They have to use him. They have to go hard.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yep.
Come on.
We have a special
I'm
guest,
taking
Arlo.
David Montgomery, rushing and receiving. I'm taking DeAndre Swift, rushing and receiving, and I'm taking Justin Fields over 11.5 rushing attempts. That's a risky ticket, guys. But that's what I'm doing.
He's starting 2023 off with some big cherries.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah, 100 on that would be $2,100.
Woo!
Yeah.
I love it. Let's go. I got St. Brown, double up, 7.5 and 84.5 receiving yards. I got Justin Fields. Last week, he did not break his record. He did not have a good rushing game. This game, he will have a good rushing game. I think he hits 77 yards. And Jamal Williams, Mr. Goal Line Vulture touchdown every single week. Except for the last few weeks, he has not hit. Justin Jackson has been vulturing touchdowns at the goal line. Justin Jackson is not expected to play this game.
Yeah.
So it's either going to be Swift or Williams around the goal line. You can't tell me that the Lions aren't going to be around the goal line a lot today. So that's a risky anytime touchdown whenever you bet on a player. But Williams has been going off in the goal line, and that is my picks for that game right there.
Very, very nice.
Let's keep breezing through. We got ourselves the Browns and the Commanders.
Browns and the Commanders. I'm going to go with the Browns.
Interesting. Okay.
I think the Browns will actually take this one. That's going to be the first upset of the day for me.
Okay.
What I'm going to be taking on this one here is... Hold on here. There was no Chubb pick, and now there is. So the second I get to cash that out, I'm going to take my Chubb because I love me some Chubb. However, I think I coupled that game. I did Brian Robinson rushing attempts, 17.5.
Yeah.
Doubled up on the Njoku, 3.5 and 38.5. And then I did Jahan Dotson, 40.5 receiving yards.
The sleeper pick. I love it. From the Rook. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice. Similar ticket. We discussed this before the podcast. No Antonio Gibson, so I think Robinson's going to eat today. Double up on David Njoku and McLaurin at 4.5 receptions.
Yeah. Didn't they face Washington? They didn't face Washington earlier this year.
No.
Chubb, though, at 60, man. That's so low.
It is,
69.
but a stout run defense by the Washington
That's true.
Commanders.
That's true. And you're taking the Commanders?
I'm taking the Commanders. They're in a playoff spot. They need to keep winning to keep a playoff spot. They're the hungrier team.
I just think every single time you look at Wentz in these scenarios,
It's Carson Wentz, eh?
And it's like what happened. It's like Wentz shits the bed, then they put Heineke in, and then it's like back and forth.
I'm making a
Whereas
prediction.
like Watson's like should be coming into himself.
Watson should be in jail.
Yeah, but he should be coming into himself. You know what I mean? So
I'm making a bet that Heineke will be in by halftime. He'll be put back in.
Okay.
He's the better quarterback.
So then we're gonna go Broncos and the Chiefs.
Yep.
Anyone taking the Broncos? No.
No.
Chiefs at a whopping -800.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's pretty insane.
Yeah.
This game here is going to be a little silly. This is the only game that you might see a huge blowout early, and then Mahomes getting benched mid-game.
Yeah.
Just because Wilson's just trash.
Yeah.
So that being said, field goals over for me. Nick Bolton tackles and assist. Cortland Sutton over. Wilson over because I actually lost my season in one of my leagues.
Oh, no.
Just based on the fact that I benched Wilson against the Chiefs last time. And he scored 3 touchdowns and 280 yards. And I played Mac Jones as a Patriots fan for my season. And Mac Jones basically did what Ramondre Stevenson did to end my year. Chucked the ball backwards and just fucked me. So it was not a pleasant experience to lose the whole year that way. So Russell Wilson over 223.5. He's going to take this game as an opportunity to learn how to throw again. And then we got double up on Travis Kelce for me. I'm not looking to smash this ticket too crazy in the sense that if it happens, it happens. I don't think it's like a slam dunk ticket. I think, if I win this ticket, it covers my week. All those things could happen, but it's not like, that's a 6 proper on a game that's very volatile.
Mm-hmm.
Is essentially what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of things that could happen in this game. I can see them benching Kelce halfway through. I could just see so much stupid shit happening in this game.
Potential trap
that if you
as well.
if you were not betting on every game this week, I wouldn't bet on this game.
Yeah. That's a great take, my friend.
Hot take: the Bengals beat the Bills. That's not a terrible take.
That's not a terrible take, my friend. It might very well happen. The way that
you go ahead.
The way that Buffalo is playing this cute game of their style of play, where it's like, oh, we're only up by 10. Let's run Singletary. Let's run Allen. Let's not throw it to Diggs. You're not gonna be a team like the Bengals that way, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I actually I love the Bills as a team.
I don't.
Because they're actually I'm a Patriots fan, so I don't like the Bills as much. And the thing is they just their style of play is so shit.
Yeah.
They are such a good team. You have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You have one of the very best receivers in the NFL. You have a sick defense. And they play cute, man. They play this cute type of 2022 style football where they don't they will have their foot on someone's neck,
mm-hmm.
and then they'll just let them up again.
They'll take their foot off.
They'll take the foot off the gas.
Yeah.
They'll run the ball down up by 10 points against people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't utilize Diggs.
Yeah.
Half the time, Josh Allen's running around,
Yeah.
picking up the first down yards. That's a super fucking dangerous call to be running Josh Allen when you're only up 10 points. What if he gets injured? You guys are fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So, they just play this really stupid style of football.
Yeah.
And they only really blow out teams every now and then.
Yeah.
And then they lose games that they should be winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you think of what was it, the Jets?
Yeah.
It's just, that's a joke. So,
meanwhile,
I think, the Chiefs, they just, go, fast as shit.
Same as the Bengals.
Get it going.
They throw it 100 times even when they're up by 30 points.
Bengals threw it 39 times in the first half last game.
Against New England.
That one was a little excessive.
Yeah.
They could have played a little bit more clock management with the Bengals. It was third quarter and they're at 50 throws.
Yeah.
They were up 20 points. It was okay. You guys are up 20 something points. You can run the ball a little. You don't have to be throwing 4 downs when you're up 23 points in the third, 3 drives in a row.
Yeah.
That's a little excessive.
Yeah.
They didn't even run it on first down.
Yeah.
But the Bills, their style of play is just not.
That's funny.
Yes, it's not the way that I would look at it.
Quickly breeze through this. We got 10 minutes. I got Latavius Murray over 42.5 rushing yards. I got Wilson over 14.5 rushing yards. I think Wilson's going to be running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I think Juju Smith-Schuster, 57.5 receiving yards. And I'm taking a defensive player, the best defensive player on Denver, Josie Jewell, leads the team in tackles. He averages 12 a game. He's set at 9.5, which is a lot, but I think he's going to get 9.5 today.
Nice.
Next game we have is the Giants and the Colts. Giants are trying to make the playoffs. Colts are trying to get the number 1 pick.
Giants for me, guys. Easy.
Giants for me.
This one here's a nice 5 proper for me. Michael Pittman. I'm betting on all my players. I'm in 2 finals this week, guys.
Nice.
So I'm in a finals in a money league. Winner is 600. Second place is 300 American. Then so I'm guaranteed at least 300 American today. Then I'm in another finals league, in another league as well. So that one's a bit of a smaller pot to whatever. So I'm betting on Michael Pittman Jr., double up on Saquon Barkley rushing and receiving. Richie James, 39.5. I like the way that guy plays. He's quick. He's agile. Daniel Jones, I'm going passing and rushing on Daniel Jones.
Good call. Yep.
Because I can feel him running for 30, 50 yards, making it nice and easy to me to get that 200 passing yards.
Yep.
I don't see him passing for like 240 yards. Mm-hmm. And then Nick Foles over 204.5. I just don't see a reason why they bench him.
Yep.
And Nick Foles is, I think he's like better than Zach Wilson, really. So I think he can get that 204.
Nice.
I don't think he's that bad of a quarterback.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am taking Jones over 205 passing yards. I'm taking Foles over 204 passing yards. I'm taking Daniel Bellinger over 22.5 receiving yards. I'm taking Richie James over 39.5 receiving yards. And I'm taking Saquon Barkley over 108.5 rushing and receiving yards. So we think very much alike, him, Zappy and I.
We go Jaguars, Houston Texans.
All right, so I will go first. I am fusing this ticket with the Saints and Eagles because I don't have many props for the Jaguars game. The only thing I'm taking for the Jaguars game, Zay Jones over 46.5 receiving yards and Travis Etienne over 74.5 rushing yards.
Awesome. So I'm doing Travis Etienne rushing and receiving 89.5. I'm doing Evan Ingram 48.5 receiving yards. Chris Moore 37.5 receiving yards. I'm doubling this one up with the Miami game, which I'm taking double up on Tyreek Hill and field goals and nothing on the Patriots because the Patriots have just been ruining dreams since the beginning of the season.
Absolutely. Great pick, man.
I'm taking we're going to try and expedite this a little bit. I'm going to take the Jaguars, obviously, against the Texans, and obviously I'm going to take the Dolphins against the Patriots.
Yep.
Dolphins against the Patriots.
No, I'm still taking Dolphins. Even with Bridgewater, I'm still taking Dolphins.
Yeah, you're right.
My Dolphins ticket is double up on Tyreek Hill, 74.5, 5.5. Jalen Waddle over 4.5. I'm taking field goals, and Jonnu Smith is injured this game. I am taking Hunter Henry over 28.5 receiving yards.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Then we go into the Saints and Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles on this one. And this one here is purely, let's have some fun with me, hopefully winning the championship. So I'm tripling up on Gardner Minshew. Mm-hmm. Passing, touchdowns, completions. Doubling up on Devonta Smith. I have Devonta Smith with Gardner Minshew in the championship. Mm-hmm. And doubling up on Chris Olave because he's the only weapon on that team, minus Kamara.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I am fusing that with my Jaguars game. I am taking a under. I am taking Dalton on 198. I just feel like Dalton's going to have a hard time with the secondary as it is. And I think that Taysom Hill throws a lot too. He eats into the work. I'm taking Minshew over 238.5. I'm doubling up on Devonta Smith, 57.5 and 4.5 receptions.
Very, very nice.
Yes, sir.
And then we got the Raiders into San Fran.
Nope, Jets and Seahawks.
Oh, Jets and Seahawks.
Yep.
I shall be taking the upset of the Seahawks.
Okay.
The plus 110.
Nice.
What are you thinking for that one there,
I
Brad?
don't think that's an upset. Seahawks have to win. I think they're favored. Yeah, they're favored.
No, the
no?
Jets are favored.
Oh, okay. I don't trust any of the receivers this game. I like Mike White so much better than Zach Wilson. I think that Mike White over 248.5 is good. And when Mike White is the quarterback, you can trust the wide receivers again on the Jets. With Wilson, you can't. So I'm taking Garrett Wilson double up, 65.5 and 5.5 receptions. He seems to be the favorite target for Mike White. And I'm staying away from Metcalf and Lockett this game. Reader and Sauce are just they're elite corners, man. They're really good. I'm not sure if I'm going to take Kenneth Walker over 70 rushing yards. That seems like a lot, but like Kenneth Walker is an absolute beast, man. I might take his attempts at 17.5. I feel like he's the only guy who's going to be running the ball on that team.
Yeah.
So if I were to pick those last ones, those would be my picks for that one.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then for me, I'm double up on Garrett Wilson, DK Metcalf over 69.5 receiving yards. I think it's just a one bomb. Double up on both quarterbacks, so over passing yards for Dino and Mike White.
Yep.
And a nice juicy one was the 9.5 receiving yards from Kenneth Walker. 10 yards.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you can do that. Then we got the Rams and the Chargers.
Ooh, good game. Not.
Chargers.
Yep.
Okay, hold on here. I'm going to do a quick ass ticket here.
San Fran Raiders, not really much. I mean, Derek Carr being benched, we can go off on a tangent about that. Jordan would love to be on this podcast to give a segment on how much she hates the decisions from her Raiders to bench Derek Carr. I mean, poor guy, man. Like, that guy's been with that team through everything. There's not really much to bet on in that game. You stay away from Devontae Adams now, I guess, without Derek Carr. You got Jared Stidham. Like, no, you're not betting on Stidham. Mm-hmm. If you're gonna bet on this game, you're gonna take George Kittle because Purdy loves George Kittle right now. Rushing and receiving for McCaffrey at 108, which is what Barkley's usually set at. That's a good number.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs is only set at 56.5. I don't care how good San Fran's run defense is. Actually, with Stidham, they might try to box. 8-man box, Josh Jacobs. I would stay away from that. I'd go McCaffrey rushing and receiving. I go Kittle and maybe Brock Purdy over 221.5. That's what I would go for the San Fran game.
For me, guys, it's probably going to be McCaffrey. And, sorry, guys, I'm just doing a ticket right here to last second before the games fucking start.
So we got the 1 o'clocks in, guys. So if you guys have been watching and you're just doing picks right now while you're drinking your coffee, we got all the 1 o'clocks out for you guys to do. And we're just quickly breezing through the late afternoon games. The Rams Chargers one, there isn't really much for that one. The Minnesota game, that one's going to be fun to watch because Jair Alexander, he thinks he's some king shit, which he's really good, but he says that Justin Jefferson isn't going off on him again this game. I would love to see Jefferson go off on Jair Alexander. I think Alexander's a dick.
Guys, I honestly think Stidham's going to go under 200.
Yeah.
And I think McCaffrey's going to go over on the rushing. And I like Josh Jacobs over the 56.5. He's just a fucking bowling ball. And then field goals for that game. And I'm taking the 49ers. For the Rams Chargers, I think this one's going to be a
Trap,
probably. I'm going to take Cam Akers over.
Yep.
I will be taking Justin Herbert over. I don't know about that. I'll have to get back on that one, guys, but I'm obviously taking the Chargers. There's just not enough props for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Vikings Packers. Give me my A.J. Dillon rushing and receiving, please.
Yep.
Give me my Kirk Cousins over
double me up on Justin Jefferson
Yep.
and taking the Vikings.
I am taking Vikings. No, I'm taking Green Bay in this one.
Nice.
I'm taking Dalvin Cook rushing yards at 76.5. I'm taking A.J. Dillon.
I have him.
I'm taking Aaron Jones rushing and receiving, 75.5. I'm not taking Justin Jefferson at 100 yards. I think there's no receptions for him. I would probably take his receptions, but not his yards. And that's what I'm doing for that game. We did receive a question from Typically, who he likes the Steelers. He was asking if we could give him some picks for Steelers and the Ravens this evening.
Let's put a little focus on this one. Ravens over the Steelers. This is going to be a tough one to take. I don't know which way it's going to go.
Yep.
I'm thinking the Ravens squeak this one out.
Yeah.
I think an easy one would be the field goals over.
Yep.
You got Justin Tucker.
Yep.
You got some really good kickers there.
Yep.
I'll probably end up going with Dobbins over rush yards.
Yep.
I will probably end up going with Freiermuth at 3.5.
Yep.
And I'll probably end up going with Pickens receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
So Pickens, Freiermuth, and then I'll be going field goals.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be going maybe under on this game. What do you think?
What's the over-under? 35?
Is it 35?
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, I'm not going near that. And then what is it? Dobbins over. And maybe Najee over as well. What do you think? No.
I don't like the running backs this game. I like your Freiermuth 3.5. I like Mark Andrews double up this game, 3.5 and 44.5. I don't think that's a lot for him. I like Tyler Huntley at 168.5. You can't beat Pittsburgh on the ground, but they can be beaten through the air, and I don't think 168 is a lot for Huntley. So I would be going with that.
Nice.
Yeah. Whew. Games are starting, guys. We are.
That's it, guys, for the week. And tomorrow, obviously, we'll be sending the picks on Twitter. Fucking can't believe we breezed through this one. That we only had half an hour. So
you're welcome, Tip.
Thanks for joining in, and we will see you guys next time. Cheers. And KZ.
And I got the mustache.
Much needed.